It's Wednesday, the 3rd of February, 2021. Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubeidulansa.
Our hospitals have become full and we've had to reactivate our isolation center. Our average daily rates of infection now stand at 700 compared to 200 2 weeks ago. If there's no urgent reason for you to be outside, please stay at home.
Kindly wear a mask and stay safe. The news at 6 is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. Also on Love 99.5 in Kumasi. Affiliates across Ghana, including Kaleo FM at Akachi in the Volta region and worldwide at myjoyonline.com. Coming up, disagreements over plans by John Mahama's lawyers to inspect original copies of the 2020 election pink sheets set stage for another heated legal banter at the Supreme Court as lawyers for President Akufo-Addo prepared to shoot down that proposal.
The first respondent in particular has custody of all those documents. And by the way, this is to inspect the originals. It's not about us not having the document.
Also, Speaker of Parliament unhappy with President Akufo-Addo's decision to publish his Council of State appointees before consulting Parliament.
And I will direct that this be conveyed to the office of the President, that the proper thing be done.
We have more on that list of nominees, published by the presidency in business.
Bank of Ghana insists it's implementing adequate measures to check high loan default rates despite latest data suggesting rising non-performing loans.
And police in the northern region on manhunt for suspects who assaulted 3 teachers in Tamale following a complaint by the Education Directorate. Thank you so much for choosing us. We are home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Thanks for your company. Once again, the details now. There's strong disagreement over plans by lawyers for 2020 NDC presidential candidate John Mahama to inspect original copies of pink sheets in possession of the Electoral Commission. Mr. Mahama's team is urging the Supreme Court to compel the EC to allow them inspect the election results summary and collation sheets used to declare the elections. But lawyers on the side of President Akufo-Addo are intensely opposed. Court correspondent Joseph Akable has the rest of the story.
The petitioner has so far presented 2 witnesses to be cross-examined by lawyers for President Akufo-Addo and the Electoral Commission. Johnson Asiedu Nketia and Dr. Michael Kwesa-White have been the witnesses.
So now you answer the questions. You understand?
Please, I'm asking the question again, and I answer according to my ability and what I consider to be the answer to the question.
I am putting it to you that what you have just stated is false. We have no reason for leaving the place. Indeed, she did instructed us to leave.
Mr. Mahama's lawyers had earlier asked that the EC allow for election results summary and collation sheets to be inspected. These are source documents used by agents of the Commission to announce presidential results at constituencies, regional and national collation centers. The EC did not grant this request, causing Mr. Mahama's lawyers to now ask that the court compels the EC to grant their wish.
The first respondent in particular has custody of all those documents. And by the way, this is to inspect the originals. It's not about us not having the document. We want to authenticate what was provided to us and what has been put on the website of the Electoral Commission.
President Akufo-Addo and the EC's lawyers are opposed and will be urging the court to rule in a similar manner like it did in the 2012-2013 election petition. The court, then speaking through Justice Adenyira, stated that where a party is already in possession of a copy of a document, an order for inspection of the originals is unnecessary. Mr. Mahama's lawyers, however, say the situation is different. They explain they have so far cited in some instances multiple result summary sheets for the same area.
Joseph Akable with that report. Don't forget, we'll bring you the hearing day 4 live here on Joy 99.7 and on the Joy News channel. Now, Speaker of Parliament Alban Gbagben has directed that communication be made to President Akufo-Addo on breaches of Articles 892 of the 1992 Constitution following the publication of some names for appointment onto the Council of State. Acting Director of Communications at the Presidency released a statement Monday announcing the President intends to appoint former Chief Justice Georgina Theodora Wood and others as members of the Council. Speaker Alban Gbagben says the President has not consulted Parliament as stipulated in Article 892. He said this after Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu raised concerns.
The Minority Leader is right in drawing the attention of the House to this, and I will direct that this be conveyed to the office of the president, that the proper thing be done. These are not matters, now that the names have come up, if there's consultation and we disagree with some of the nominees, you all know the implications and effect of such disagreement. And so it's proper that we do this consultation before we go public. That is the right thing to do. And that is the letter and spirit of the Article 892A.
You heard the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Gbagbin, still in Parliament, MP for Boku Central and member of Parliament's Appointments Committee, Mahama Yariga, says the committee cannot do a thorough job if they are not furnished with copies of the handing over notes of the various ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. Section 72B of the Presidential Transition Act requires the Administrator General to make copies of the handing over notes of heads of MDAs to Parliament. But Mr. Mahama Yariga says this provision is yet to be complied with and warns his side may be forced to take a decision as the vetting of President Akufo-Addo's nominees draws close. He spoke exclusively to Joy News' Kweku Asante.
Now, if you look at the list of nominees that the President has presented to us in Parliament to approve for him, you will see that most of them are ministers who served in the same capacities in his previous government. Now, as an appointments committee, to vet those, I don't see how we can do any good job befitting of the status of this appointments committee if we are not handed copies of the handing over notes.
Mahama Yariga is MP for Boku Central and member of Parliament's Appointment Committee. Away from Parliament, police in the Northern Region say they are on a manhunt for suspects who assaulted 3 teachers at Nyohini. This follows a complaint by the Education Directorate. Teachers in the Tamale metropolis have refused to teach until the perpetrators are brought to book. Northern Region Crime Officer Superintendent Bernard Baba Ananga tells Joy News they sent officers on the ground to assist in identifying the individuals who assaulted the teachers.
The head teacher actually made a complaint that was last week, 28th. 6 hefty men entered his office without any provocation, went straight to him, held him and started beating him up, saying that you are the head teacher. This is what they said, and continued beating him. Other people came around to rescue him. They also received some beatings. This is the complaint that he made. However, we trying to identify those people and then ask him to assist us.
Northern Regional Crime Officer Superintendent Bernard Babananga there. Let's go to the Ashanti region where city authorities in Kumasi say the refusal of traders to relocate from the central market has stalled the second phase of the Kejetia redevelopment project. Chairman of the Kumasi City Market Projects, Nana Jenim Boating, expressed worry about the development during the Let the People Know campaign in Kumasi on Tuesday. Lava FM's Prince Apia reports.
I declare the redevelopment project of the Kumasi Central Market Phase 2 duly launched.
President Akufo-Addo in May 2019 cut short for work to commence on the second phase of the Kejetia Central Market project. Work has, however, slowed due to failure of traders to voluntarily move to satellite markets allocated by the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. Nana Ajenim Boating is the liaison officer for Otumfo on the Kumasi Kejetia Central Market project.
In the phase 2, the UK have said we should show the social impact of the people that we are moving, where we are taking them to, and be sure that what it is. Arising out of that was a €1 million budget for that purpose. KMA in consultation with these affected traders visited the sites of Abinchi, railways and racecourse. We've got the places ready. To move in, they said, now you're and they are not still not moving.
Prince Apia with that report. And before I go, Arrive Alive brought to you by the National Road Safety Authority with support from Toyota Ghana Logistics Movers and the Joy News Drive Safe campaign. If you know you'll be drinking during a party or any event, ask ahead of time for a ride home. A friend, neighbor or family member who also should stay away from alcohol will be happy to bring you back home knowing you'll arrive safely. Thanks for your company. There's more news when you log on to myjoyonline.com. I'm Bernice Abubedu Lansa. Do stay with us. The Super Morning Show continues.